you about a week-long poetry dive I'm leading starting this May 15th called Getting to the Marrow. And I'm hoping this will address two of the hardest things about writing poems. And one is making that time for ourselves to really set aside and attend to our writing. And the other is figuring out what to do with our drafts. Because how many times do we find ourselves sitting in front of a page with something we've written, thinking this feels like a good start, but I just don't know where to take it next. Or even here's something I started writing months or years ago, and I still don't know how to move it forward. I don't know what to do next, right? We've all been there. And maybe we've even come up with sort of a pat or pretty ending that sounds poemy, vaguely poemy, but we're not really happy with it because we know that it's not taking us somewhere new or new enough. We haven't learned something from our own work. I believe that writing poems, whether you're a published writer or you're someone who just writes for the love of writing and doesn't necessarily share it in that way, that the writing itself is part of a unique life path, a way of being with our questions, a way of being in the world. And over the years, from the experience of sitting with those big questions in front of the page, I've come up with different ways to open up that space so that I can go into a deeper kind of inquiry and bring that to the work. And so that really reconnects me to my path as a writer, to learning from the writing and learning about myself, learning about the world through the process of the writing itself. So that's some of what I want to share with you. This will be a Monday through Friday online workshop with a morning session, a break, and then an afternoon session. And we will cover some of or all of the following. How to move from the ordinary to the extraordinary in our writing. So maybe we're going to start with something very regular. We're going to look at some odes written by other poets to do this and see how those ordinary things can take us into some very unexpected territory. We're also going to learn how to eavesdrop on ourselves and on other people, because who doesn't want to eavesdrop? So we're going to be looking at that too. How can we listen more carefully to our own thoughts or things other people say and allow that to enter the work? And the third one sounds a little bit esoteric, but we're going to learn to tap into that field of consciousness that is just out there, that holds all of the archetypes, holds the myths, these bigger sort of containers for the human. How do we allow that to influence our work and take it deeper as well? And then we're going to be looking at the language of others. Could be quotes, could be facts that we read. How do we bring those under the umbrella of our work and allow it to refine the poems that we write and also to open up new territory? And lastly, what questions can we ask our poems? We need to ask them questions sometimes to see where they can take us and what they're trying to tell us. So it'll be a full week with time for craft talks on all of the above, followed by time to write, and then time in the afternoon to give and receive feedback on our work. We're going to be limited to 12 or 15 people so that we're not overwhelmed by a large group. I really feel that small spaces can be so conducive to feeling safe with sharing and growing together and getting to spend time with each other. So that is the lay of the land, and I'm really looking forward to getting to the Marrow with you. So click on the link for more information or to sign up, and happy spring to you, and happy writing to you.